Okay, guys, so here's the week ahead report for May 27th through June 2nd, um, 2019. All right, so actually, this week it's funny because every week we had like a major thing. So I forget what week it was, but it was all, Mercury contacting everything. So that was like Mercury week. And then we had Mars, I think it was last week, kind of dealing with some stuff. So that was like Mars week. So now it seems like Venus is having contact with a lot of stuff here. So we're going to call this Venus week. Alright, so this is going to be a week for Venus, feminine energy. There's a few things that I saw here that are quite interesting. And I'm just wondering, this brought up an interesting sailing story because I don't know, like if you guys know me from the past, but I'm a captain. I'm a sailor. Sometimes that's why you see the name Captain Ike somewhere. Because I used to take people on cruises and I used to sail all over, and I lived aboard a boat for 11 years, a sailboat. Um, and this reminds me of a story of sailing to Martha's Vineyard. Only because I'll show you real quick before I talk about it. You have Neptune trines the North Node and it's going to be ending. But then the South Node is going to be continuing. So this is the part, and then you're going to see Mercury has a square to it, Neptune. So this is like the part of my funny story where it's like, I was basically, docked in New York City, and then I would sail out to Martha's Vineyard, but because I was booked all over the place. So if I needed to get to Martha's Vineyard, I was in New York making money doing tours around like Statue of Liberty and all these things. And then somebody calls me from Martha's Vineyard, which I love, but it's like you got to do it in a straight shot right through the night. So it's like 30 hours out in the ocean, and it's like it's crazy, because you leave early in the morning and you sail all through, and nightfall and then sunrise, and then you keep going and going. And there was a part of the journey where you don't know. I mean, you have your GPS, but there's no land, and you don't know until you see the colorful, the cliffs, the clay cliffs of Martha's Vineyard called Aquina. And that's because it was like clay melting, and you would see it at a distance, and then you would be like, oh my god, land ho, that means like we see land. But sometimes you wouldn't see it if it's cloudy or whatever. But this reminds me here because this North Node ends. And that's the thing. It's like you're on the water, so that's Neptune energy. And you're kind of cruising into this dreamland because Martha's Vineyard is like a dreamland because it's on a lee line. It's on a node, energy node of the planet. So there's a lot of cool energy there. That's why it's a beautiful place. But anyway, this part of the journey where it's like so crazy because you're not seeing anything. Sometimes it's nighttime. And you feel like going back. You just like, you know what, it's just easier to just go back because I mean I might get lost. I'm in the ocean now by myself, and that's another thing. I travel by myself, so it was like there's a time when you do that, and then it's like it sucks. And that's the South Node. That's the past, kind of saying, like this is familiar. Why don't you go back here? Because the North Node ends. It goes exact on the 31st. But it ends. So now you got the past pulling you. Like let's just go back. This is too crazy of a trip. So that's kind of like what that reminds me of. And then once you think that, you look and then you see, and that's where the Venus North Node situation, and then the Venus trines Neptune, because that's the beauty. And then so Venus is hitting everything. So that's the beauty. So at the point where we would see the cliffs, and it would be like colorful and beautiful, and then the water would change, and then the sunrise would be coming up, and you'd be like, oh my god, this is beautiful, thank god I kept going. So this reminds me of that. So all that stuff that we spoke about in the earlier weeks, it was challenging. We were breaking things down, we were revealing wounds and all these things, and then we had this beautiful vision, the dreams, and it was really strong. And now those dreams are like, now it's going to be coming into manifestation now, which is why, the nebulous Neptune energy will be ending. But then the nebulous Neptune energy will be also pulling you back. So now you have to take that dream and put it into reality. And that's the situation that we're dealing with right now, because then we're going to see, Mercury squares Neptune. So Mercury is now saying, solidify this, because you're getting confused now, because now you want to go back and, you like the way. But remember last week we broke down that wall. Remember how much pain you're feeling. So now all this is kind of like, like, so this can be very confusing. And, Neptune is also drugs and alcohol, so this can be escapism type of stuff that we spoke about like a month ago. So that energy is gonna be kind of like, like stirring up. But then you got Venus that comes in. It's like, remember Venus had that vision, that beauty of the vision beauty is what I called it. The feminine comes up with the beautiful vision, and the masculine breaks down the walls and makes it happen. So yeah, here's Venus, trines on the south node, so it's kind of like, take it easy, take it easy on pulling back, because, whatever, there's dreams, there's beauty. And then Venus, we discussed, where's in Aries, so it's on Mars. Yeah, it has Mars energy, so it's good. Mercury, oh, we already discussed that. Mercury, Neptune, and then Venus sextiles the north node. That's on the 29th, ends on the 31st. And then Venus sextiles also Neptune. So and then Neptune is still in Aquarius, right? Yeah, Neptune's still in Aquarius. Okay, so that's like a Uranus energy. So this is like kind of keeping you on track of like beauty, like the vision of the feminine kind of new world order type of energy that we were all kind of figuring out that was going on. And then Venus trines on Saturn, so this is like all in good time. The visions of manifestation, the beauty, the steadfastness, all of that energy is going on, like the good time. And here we have, I skipped this over, but this was Mercury opposing the galactic center Neptune, Jupiter, sorry about that. So yeah, Mercury is in Taurus. Well, no, at the time of the transits, hold on a second. That moves a little bit. Yeah, actually, yeah, Neptune is in Taurus. Okay, yeah, ruled by Venus. So again, more Venus energy. Let me just freeze this over here. There we go. All right. Yeah. So what could be going on there? That's that whole elixir thing, the communication thing, and I mean, there's probably a balance of going on where it's yeah, something's up with that, because you're having this dream space situation too, manifestation, and then you're having this elixir energy. So I don't know what that could be actually. That's unknown. It could just be like a balance maybe of manifestation and vision questing or something. I don't even know. Yeah, that's something I'm just going to watch that one. I can't figure it out right now. But then Venus trines on Pluto at the end of the week on June 2nd. And then I think we have, what is it, a new moon, full moon on the 4th, on the 3rd? Yeah. Let me just double check. June 3rd is the day after. Oh, it's a new moon. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. New moon, June 3rd. Alright. So yeah, so that's what's happening. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I did write down Mercury and Neptune, Jupiter. Yeah, new elixir being applied. So the new elixir is being applied for this thing, and I think it's I think that because of that Neptune stuff, I think that's like the elixir is like a reality elixir, like crystallization happens with this elixir, make it work. Because Neptune is like dragging us down a little bit, maybe that's going on, something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it is, right? Because the Pluto, the Saturn Venus thing, so that's that goddess energy. That's Shakti. Where the other one, the Venus square Pluto was more like, Kali, the darkness, the dark feminine. This is the light feminine, the goddess type feminine manifestation of this beauty. And then yeah, Saturn Saturn, Neptune. All right, yeah, Saturn, Neptune. What did I write here? Saturn, Neptune. Yeah, yeah, like, cause the Neptune. Remember the Neptune, the nodes was kind of like whoa wonky. So the thing is, Saturn, Neptune. I think it saves the vision, kind of crystallizes it, because then we had that Mercury, Jupiter thing going on right about here, the 30th. So yeah, then Saturn like kind of saves the day and just like crystallizes the situation of the dream. So I kind of see that happening, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You won't get too lost. All right. Yeah, I think that was quick. All right. So yeah, you know, sign up on my email list, siderealastrologist.com. But if you're watching this on YouTube, click the notification bell, subscribe, notification bell, and then you'll see when the new videos come out. And join the Facebook group, the Sidereal Revolution. It's where I kind of let loose. All right, and yeah, so like I mentioned in all the videos, this is Sidereal Astrology. So this is astrology that's aligned accurately with the constellations in the sky. So this is like kind of what you see is what you get on here. All right, and there's a lot of cosmic wisdom that comes along with this type of astrology, and this is what I'm sharing with you guys. So I hope that's clear. So this is it for the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, thanks. Bye.